Hello, guys, and welcome to the Valanth League Gold Plat Grand Finals for the Summer Split. I am your host once again, Byron Villa. Joining me today is the ever wonderful John Joe, and this is it. It's the last match of the split. How happy are you, John Joe?
I am very hyped for this game. This is the one I really wanted to see again. I remember seeing it last time and it absolutely banged. So I'm very hyped.
Any
Oh.
quick pre-match predictions? Any big players that are jumping out to you? Any big things? How do you see this series going, John Joe? Let me know.
Well, I can see this being a really hard fought and close battle. Like when you really want to look at the big and best players VL Goldplat has to offer, these are some of the names you will be looking at. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at PMA, they got players like Last, the Kaon, Lordio, some of the best players in the split, no questions asked. And on the other side, I mean, I have to point out Big Boy Dan.
Oh yeah.
His performance in the playoffs so far has been nothing short of stellar. He's looked so fantastic. And if he's able to continue that momentum through to the finals, that might be just what OPN needs to get themselves a hold of the Valanth League trophy. But now the bans have come through. Seem fairly standard. I like the Rek'Sai ban. Big
Yeah.
is known for that one.
Yeah, that's a very nice band, and I actually like both sets of bands here. They're really targeting down in that jungle area, while OPN have slightly scattered theirs all about. So we got mid lane, support, and AD bands.
Yeah, and a Syndra first pick. That's a ballsy move.
Mm.
Obviously, the champion likes balls, but as well, you know, that's a very abusable blind pick. There's a lot of champions that can outrange Syndra, out all in Syndra. You've got to be careful blind picking that, and so it surprises me. But as a takeaway to General Grievous, it makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, it really does, and you've got to think of this Syndra pick though as a flex pick these days. Like Last can play it. Leacon in that mid lane for PMA could play that as well. So I like that as a flex pick. It could go AD, it could go mid. Who knows?
Yeah, it certainly could be, and the Jarvan locked in. It is a great 2v2 combo in the mid lane.
Mhm.
How I don't know whether it's actually going to be in the mid lane, like you say, but if it is, wonderful. And on the other side of the rift, which I haven't really talked about much, is the Ornn and the Jinx have been locked in. Now, for me, the Ornn makes sense. It's a
Mhm.
very, very strong blind pick. It provides you a lot of team fights, and it takes one of those big, beefy tanks away from Arabidopsis, aka Spring,
Yeah.
who appreciates being able to play those tanky champions. People get a Kennen instead, though, which is a good matchup. But
Yeah.
The Jinx is something I want to talk about because
Mhm.
typically in this meta, we've seen Xayah Kai'Sa with the S tier AD carries. To go
Mm.
ahead and say, screw the Kai'Sa, we're going to pick Jinx. We dare you to pick Kai'Sa. I
Well,
like it.
yeah. I can understand that, but the thing you've got to remember is this is one of Dormin's other ADs he has in his pool. It is either that Xayah or is the Jinx he tends to go for. The Kai'Sa isn't actually as big as OPN for OPN as how good it is in general pro play and that kind of thing. And the two ADs you think about, OPN don't tend to go for the Kai'Sa. So yeah, definitely an interesting thing.
Yeah, exactly. And Cassiopeia there. I don't even know what lanes that's for anymore with PMA. I imagine towards the mid lane. Maybe I do think it's the Syndra going into the bot lane.
Mhm.
But
It's
then, even so, the picking the Jinx when you think it's Syndra bot lane, is that... I don't think that's a good idea.
No, I wouldn't have thought that either. So maybe they aren't too sure about this. But I think as a pick for your AD, seeing as one of them had already got taken away with the Zyra in the first rotation, I think they do want to just get Dormin that AD carry that he knows how to play, he's good on, and he can do things with. But actually, I was going to go back to this Ornn pick again that you were talking about. We've actually seen two people play this pick now, and it has actually been flexed for OPN, having Monty in the top lane and Grievous in the mid lane playing it in the semis against WSL.
And not only that, if I remember correctly, Lordio had one peak Ornn jungle game that I vividly remember
Yeah.
casting. And so this Ornn, like you said, it can go anywhere, everywhere. I don't expect it to go into the mid lane right now.
Mhm.
I think it's a risky pick into the Syndra because you don't have any range. You can get bursted down very easily. It's a worry for me if you just choose it. But
Yeah.
like you say, it is an option.
It definitely is. And the things actually we have seen Lyacon like to play, and that's a Diana, my friend.
Oh, wow. Where is that even going? It could be down in the jungle, it could be down in mid lane.
I'm not sure myself. I really hope it goes mid. We haven't actually seen Grievous, I don't believe anyway, on stream pull out this pick. So this could be really cool to see.
Yeah, and Diana, I mean, very hard snowboarding champion. Going to big and go to jungle. Big assassin pick, but talk about big assassins. There's a Kiana,
Oh my god.
and I remember the last time I saw a Kiana with PMA. Last mistake can get into the middle lane, and it
Yeah.
was really strong.
We're getting flex picks city here, my friend. Like, we're expecting Kennen to go top, Jarvan to go jungle, but there's all kinds of things we could see here. Last could be taking that Kiana into mid, and we will have that Syndra going bot, and oh my giddy aunt,
That's a
that is
that's,
a Vi.
that's a Jarvan supporting.
Oh, the
Has to be.
twist.
Is that a Jarvan Syndra bottom lane? Oh god. Well,
Oh,
I talk about having that shown that 2v2 is like a
yeah.
mid jungle. I mean, same has to apply in the bot lane, right?
Oh, that is, yeah. The last has just swapped to ignite, and we will have the Lee for Big Boy Dan. Oh my god, I'm already hyped, Byron. But
Oh
this has
man.
just tipped the scales.
Oh man, they're putting out all the stops in this champion select so far, and I am loving every second of it. The fact that like they both these teams have such strong flex picks, you never know where these
Oh
picks are going. Like it's great, and with 30 seconds left, and I'm a little bit worried that
no!
Diana on towards the mid lane yet.
Oh, we are gonna get the on mid, my friend.
Oh
Oh,
man, I don't know what I'm more hyped for. Is it the Ornn mid
it is.
into the Kiana, or is it the Diana top into Kennen? Like I think that's
Oh,
actually 200 IQ,
mind
because
blown.
then they're right. What's Kennen weak to? He's a squishy ranged character.
Yeah.
Typically, those champions struggle against things that can assassinate them. That can jump on them. Diana's an assassin. She can do exactly that.
Oh, that is so good, man. My mind's actually blown. I loved that on mid last time. It was into the Vega of I believe it was into the Vega. So yeah, in that mid lane. But oh man, I'm
Mate,
so hyped to see
I'm
this,
sorry.
man.
I have to hop on Twitter right now and tweet this out. It has to be done. Oh, again, this is mad. Actually mad.
I'm loving it. But it's this is really something though. We are going to get the Syndra go bot with that Jarvan Fat Man Gandhi on it today, and Laudio pulling out the Ice Arrow special in the Vi pick. While Big Boy Dan, known for how much he can carry OPN and do stuff in this game, it's just picked up the damn Lee Sin. Like
Oh god, man.
so much potential, and it's bloody beautiful. Mm. Let's do take a look at these lanes though, because that's definitely going to be something. Where would you like to start with this though, Byron?
I okay, so PMA have a pretty strong pick composition. I think that's very clear. The
Mhm,
Jav and the Vi, very good engaged champions, and the Syndra and Kiana can provide with the
mhm,
burst.
mhm.
I think OPN needs to be very careful with their positioning this game. They need to make sure they're
Yeah.
positioned at point and they're not getting caught out walking between lanes because they will get caught out with the composition that PMA have for themselves. However, OPN aren't without engage themselves. They have a fantastic team fight composition. The Ornhorn always going to be huge, long as the Leona CC and with a Jinx in the backline. You have to keep in mind, PMA, they do not have a traditional AD carry in that composition. So the longer this game goes on, the more I'm going to favor OPN in that composition.
Oh yeah, but you've also PMA can also play teamfight pretty well. Remember, that's a Kiana, Jarvan, Kennen. Three huge teamfighting ults there. The slicing maelstrom, supreme display of talent, the cataclysm. You've got so much there. in just potential, and it's really a spectacle to look at. All these flex picks have actually blown my mind.
Oh man, this is only game one. They're busting out the fact that
Yeah,
it's game one. They probably have a bunch more up their sleeve. Like, they got a whole deck of cards in there somewhere.
yeah.
Oh man, this is exciting.
It really is, but when you do look at these matchups, and when you look at the players playing these, we did see last pop off on Kiana. So maybe this Ornn pick, he can do stuff with this unstoppable. That so he can negate the stun on the ice thing that
Mm.
she has when she goes to the water. Is it?
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah.
he can stop the ult as well, I believe, with that. So I want to see this being used to perfection from General Grievous, because it is going to come down to a bit of perfection, just perfecting those bellow breaths, and just using that potential on has. Ugh.
Oh, it is wonderful. And now we are heading into the loading screen for what I will remind you is our Valance League Gold Plat Grand Finals,
Oh yeah.
where we are rocking a Vi jungle, a Diana top lane, an Ornn mid lane, and a Syndra Jarvan bottom lane. Like, this is mad. Actually mad, but I'm loving it. And at this point, I just want to see. I just want to see how these lanes interact because there's so many wacky picks that you just like. It's so hard to just like sink your teeth in. I just want to watch it all kind of play out. I'm interested. People
Yeah,
are.
I really am. And the thing that I'm gonna love to see is, how series and leagues and games in their whole just develop a meta. We could see some of these bands switch towards stuff like maybe if the Diana pops off, we could have a big Diana ban, or the Ornn ban maybe because they can flex that.
Or
Who
the all
knows?
first pick is definitely going to happen at some point in the series because both teams have shown they can play it in several positions.
Well, it was picked first on the side of OPN, but this could be heavily contested. It could become pick or ban, and I love that so much.
Oh
Oh,
man,
oh no.
it is fantastic. One match I want to talk about though, because I want to get our opinion on it. I want us to think about it. Is the Kiana Ornn matchup? Now,
Yeah.
can't say I'm particularly well versed in the Ornn mid lane,
Hmm.
but if you're playing it's surprising that they opted into playing an assassin into the tank. That seems a little bit off for me.
Yeah. Um. It. I don't know. It could be. It definitely could be. I don't exactly know if they knew where these picks were gonna go in the first place. We did see last play this Kiana mid into what was it last week
Uh,
against Ike.
was it Syndra? I don't know. I can't really
It
remember.
might it might have been a Syndra or something. Although once he played I don't know. It was something, and last went 11-0 or something, didn't he?
Oh yeah, last had a pop-off performance on his Kiana last time he played it.
There's
So
there's definitely something about that. And let me just tell you right now, General Grievous, that is absolutely the insanest of strategies you could have come up with. He's gone for the
wait,
one. No, this is a one potion start, and this is actually something you can do on Ornn.
wait.
Um, you start with like one potion, and you can actually build some other stuff. Maybe he is building something else now. He has built the Doran Shield. Maybe he just forgot. But I know there are some starts where you can start with like one or two potions, and then you build like a Doran Shield or something in lane a bit later on, so you get more potions at the start, which I think is quite cool in my opinion. I think that's a great idea. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh man. We'll have to see. I mean, I'm expecting mid lane to be Ornn favored, top lane to be Diana favored, bot lane to be PMA favored, and the jungle is a very big toss-up because both these jungles are going to have a lot of impact around the map. So if we're saying that there's two champions PMA favored, two champions OPN favored in the early game, these junglers, they're going to have a huge impact because that's expected to be even. And so I'm interested to see where they choose to gank because these lanes are so explosive that
Yeah.
any single gank on any of these lanes can completely turn the tide.
Oh yeah, you're definitely right, and it is now where we have expected the picks to go, with Last going mid, we see the Ornn following that, and Monty taking the down the top, so I think that's a big congrats to us there. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely, and it is, it's... The fact that we were able to make sense of the draft is pretty good.
Yeah, just shows.
Yeah. Well, let's see how they all interact. Right now, you're seeing what one can do in the mid lane. Just be a tanky guy and do a lot of damage. Like,
yeah.
Dharma's an electrocute proc player, and it's barely anything.
They are going to go in on this bot side. Lee Sin is here. The Ignite gets going. Andy is having to flash away, but Big Boy Dan has been a big boy, and he's taking that Lee Sin in for best blood. And we are actually getting a fight in the mid lane as well. Ornn looking for the solo kill to last. Explosive, you said, Byron. Tell me what.
There it is. And that kill is going to be so important because the Syndra Draven is something that really wants to burst people down and get ahead early game. The fact that the early kill has gone over to Dan, the fact that they've
now Grievous actually could go down here, but the headbutt!
Oh my goodness. This is insanely close in both teams. But this is amazing. The Ornn is just so damn tanky.
Byron, I told you earlier, man. I told you right at the start of everything, this was going to be an explosive game. And look, we've already got the Ornn solo kill coming in, which I'm so glad about. And then we've got the Lee Sin coming bot to take away that pressure that the PMA bot lane we thought could dominate this game.
We really did, and the fact that they put behind means that they can't really stumble through there anymore unless the jungler goes and returns. Now look at Big Boy Dan, he's in the right position here, but isn't in it for a gank. Now, top lane, right now, Spring has an advantage, a decently strong advantage of about 10 CS, right? Looks good. Keep in mind though that Monzy hasn't hit level 6 yet. Yeah. And that's when Diana can start jumping on you and doing all these really scary things. I reckon as soon as level 6 hits, that top lane goes from Kennen favoured, where he's just farming up, to Diana jumps on his face and he's dead.
Yeah, he has got the stopwatch though, but that won't be active until about 10 minutes in. So, yeah, he might want to rush Sonya's, or he might just go for the proto belt, depending on where we see this. Oh,
this is so exciting.
I know. It's mesmerizing to watch, man.
It really is, and what we know now, mid lane's definitely lost for last now, because look at the item difference. He's got one longsword, there's a chain vest and the ruby crystal already.
It really is.
It's going to be so hard to like do anything to him now as this Kiana.
It's going to be interesting what the Vi does, though.
Yeah, I want to see the Vi gang bot, hopefully.
Well,
it's a great gang setup. You've got the driver on flank and you got the Syndra stun. You've got a lot first. I'd say it's free real estate, but you know?
Yeah. They're both passing towards this bot side now. You are right. We could see something go down here, and the Leona's going in. Nice by Dorman to get that up, and here comes Lee. The W coming down, and here's Vi as well. They could be looking for a 3v3. The TPs are coming in. Both TPs. Kiana does... Oh no, it's Kennen actually. Kennen coming in with the slicing maelstrom. He's hit level 6. This could be one going over, but he's got too far. The turnaround in this bot lane. Dormin actually picking up the double. That's a Jinx double. Monty's down here as well. This is a slaughter.
It is, and look, mid lane Ornhorn's just been used as well, and Last has no health left. He's on the challenge.
Going for it. He's got it.
God.
Oh,
it's insane. OPN are snowboarding across this entire map. They match TP for TP, they know they win it, and because of that now, they are 6 kills ahead. They're getting themselves a mounting dragon on top of all of that, and it means that they are sat down about, what is that? That's like a 2.3k gold lead. It's 7 minutes. 7 minutes!
Oh, Byron, I don't think we're getting better than this, man.
Oh my goodness, you asked for an explosive series. It's exactly what you're getting in this first game.
Oh, I love it. It's actually wonderful. That turnaround bot lane, Narwhal with the bloody Sunlight or Shield the Daybreak. Yeah, Shield the Daybreak, the stun. Oh, was so crucial onto Spring coming down with the Slice of Maelstrom.
Wait, I want to stop you there for a second. I want to take a look at Monzi's build here. He's just gone through straight and needlessly large rod.
Oh,
What's he doing? He just went straight for one of those.
It could be a Spellbinder start.
Still, who starts Spellbinder? That's mad.
He doesn't care. He wants the damage. You can burst this cannon. And here is Lee. Dan is in the area. Springs without flash, but he has found his jungler. Dan nailing the Sonic Wave and going in. Laudio trying to turn this around, but Dan picking up the double. The Kiana is huge though, and does pick up one. The supreme display of talent does pick up the one, but Monsi takes him down, and that is a 2-4-2. No, 2 for 1.
2 for 1, yeah. There's a 3 for 1.
Oh yeah, 3 for 1, yeah, because I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, he'd respawned by the time I looked. Because it's so early.
But it's just look at it. There's 4 champions of bounties at 8.5 minutes for OPN. They're snowballing so damn hard. It's wonderful to watch. And now, keep in mind, the most fed member right now on their team is probably Big Boy Dan, and that's the best thing that can happen, because he can spread that gold all around the map. He can use the fact that he's invested all these items and then go and get bot again with all that damage. You already saw how much he had to do just straight up near one-striking Spring. Like, it's fantastic, and this is the OPN I wanted to see in the finals. I was worried that PMA would just play a slow, scaling game, shut them down, play as a solid team, but OPN, they are just all on the same page. It's wonderful.
I've always thought they've been wonderful to watch, and like I told you earlier, I have them to win this. I have them to actually win this 3-1. But yeah, it's bloody beautiful, Byron. I don't think there's any other words to describe it. Well, at least from my vocabulary.
Yeah, it is beautiful, astonishing. I think it's a great word. Jaw-dropping.
Oh, maybe.
That's a good one. Man, I mean, oh my god, just look at that. Muzzy just goes in and gets so much damage.
Yeah, he has the Lunar Rush available as well, so could even look for it here.
Yeah, he could.
It's insane. Oh.
Oh man, right. We can take a moment to breathe now, though.
Yeah.
As Lee Sin's heading topside, but Big Boy Dan's looking for a dive.
Yeah. The cannon does have stopwatch available though, so that could actually be crucial.
That's a good point, actually.
Laudio realizing the blue buff is going to be taken. Diana is actually heading down. The kick is used to get some distance, and the Sonic Wave misses. But Monty is going in. He has the Lunar Rush available, and that's a kill picked up under Laudio, who's now 0-3 on this fight. And Grievous is looking for blood.
Oh man, this is just beautiful League of Legends to see played, and I don't know. I don't know how optimal this even is. We've got a Diana top. We've got an
Lunar Rush could be huge for the ult. It's there. No. There's the stopwatch. The turret doing so much. The stun. The minions. Is he gonna take him down? No. The trades up in the top lane are beautiful.
Well, there's entirely calculated. It was just getting the stopwatch clearly.
Yeah. Oh, is he gonna look for it? They have the on-horn available. They have the on-horn available in this top lane. Caller, the Forge God, comes down. Can Spring escape?
Oh, no.
Laudio is here, flashing over the wall. The blast code is massive. Laudio should go down for this. Trying to 2v1ing here in this top lane, but here comes Last. Action all over the map. Laudio does go down to the queue. The Supreme Display Talent catches one. But Last takes down Lee Sin, and he's looking for blood and looking for more. The flash away from Grievous, but Last doesn't care. The dash coming through. Can the Ornn escape this? The flash forwards, the stun. Grievous is trying to get away. It's not going to be enough, and he will go down. Oh.
And there you go.
We're going in on this bot side as well. The solar flare is absolutely massive. Cataclysm comes down. The unleashed power is not going to be enough on this bot side. Shield of Daybreak doing so much here for Leona. And beautiful again by the OPN bot lane.
Oh, the fights just don't stop here. Oh my goodness. OP nerds, for a second, I'm about to talk how about they overextended in the top lane, how they need to be careful about how they're setting up these plays. And then bot lane says, hold my beer, and then they get a 2v2 kill, and it means that it doesn't matter anymore that play out for top lane, because now, that bot their priority, they get themselves an Infernal, they're better off in the trade despite the fact it was like a 3v2 or something like that.
Oh, dear me. This has been amazing to watch.
Oh man. They're just getting rolled is the best word for it.
I don't know if PMA were expected this, and I think this is what happens. They got the rift. OPN have been clearing these objectives, Byron. They've got everything.
They really have. And then I have gonna come and bash that mid lane down, but like 4 members of PMA around. They're looking for something.
Yeah. I think they're just helping them clear this rift here. Oh, dear me. Hold on.
I need a drink already. I've already burnt through mine, and we're only like 10 minutes into the game. Christ.
Yeah. Oh.
But I'll tell you what, right now, I mean, I talked about how OPN are looking better in the team fights and they're scaled up. They're already looking better. Only 14 minutes in, not even that, like...
They've been insane. Seriously.
Oh, man. It's I don't know what to say. I mean,
yeah, I know, you're almost speechless at this time. But Lordio, he's not going to get a chance to bank. Monty spots him on the ward. Lee is coming round. The Dragon's Rage kick is available. Vi does get the Assault and Battery off, but Big Boy Dan does take him down in a trade for Monty's life with the Slicing Maelstrom coming through. Can the Cannon escape? Spring Flash in, but Lee picking it up with the Sonic Wave. Ornhorn is also being blown again. Blast is up here and in trouble. He doesn't get the he does get the Supreme Display of Talent off, but it ain't gonna be enough. Grievous picking up his 3rd kill of this game.
Oh my goodness, and this Diana pick is actually working so well. Not in terms of like the actual damage she's putting out, but it's such a bait. She's going in, knowing that Big Boy Dan and General Grievous are around, and essentially making Rodeo and Spring commit when they don't know it's a 2v. Because of that lack of respect there, they're just losing out, but the OPN just keep rotating faster. If it was the OPN, just have more players around in each play and it's working out.
They've been playing their minds out. Lordio hasn't been able to do too much at all, and I really think they've managed this vibe so well. Like, I've barely seen Lordio do anything but die at this time, which is really sad to think about. But yeah, he was actually ranked as the best player in the GP League, wasn't he, Byron?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, MVP.
Yeah,
but he hasn't showed it right now.
He really hasn't.
He hasn't been able to find much. He does have 80% conservation for PMA.
Yeah.
Look for plays. Oftentimes they've been unsuccessful and OPN has had more players at that play.
Yeah, and you've got to give credit to OPN and Big Boy Dan, who in these last few weeks has been popping off game after game after game. Showed it first on that Rex side, which PMA really well done by banning that away. He pulls out the Lee Sin, and look what we get here, 6-2 and 5 right now. Massive.
Yeah, he's looking fantastic here. And, I mean, at this point, if you're PMA, it is looking depressing for game 1 now. And for them to come back, they're going to have to find some magical picks.
Oh, yeah.
They really are. So you have to keep in mind, the longer this game goes on, the better the OPN are. They've got a Jinx who's already 1 item. He's got 1 item. You've got the Ornn who's going to get even more tanky. Like, it feels like they're fighting a clock.
Oh my god. I think they could dive this as well. TP up on Spring, but I think they have it. The Solar Flare hitting 1. Here comes the Ornhorn. The Cataclysm is down. Noel could be caught in this, but the heal could be enough to save his life. Oh no, he does go down on that backside, but there's a 2v1 happening on this top side. Monty getting 3v1 actually, and he does go down. They have the return kill on the top side. 2 for 2.
Yeah, but OPN, they have a faster take on these towers. And it looks like the side of PMA are going to handshake this kind of like push, even though they're going to be losing it out 2 towers for 1.
Yeah, it's sad circumstances, Byron, at this time, definitely. But what else were they going to do?
God, man, and you know what is a little bit scary? I'm looking within the Twitch chat. And I'm seeing the coach of PMA himself really say, unfortunately, this is probably gonna happen for all 3 games. That's not the kind of confidence you wanna hear.
No.
This stomp is happening in front of our screens. OPN have been getting a kill a minute. Their tempo in this game has been so fast, and it's only gonna get faster, it feels like.
Yeah. You've really got to give it to Looney, though. The job he has done with PMA to make them who they were is insane. You've got to give him that. I do very highly regard him. So yeah, but for him to say that, for him who is that highly regarded by quite a few people, I think, as a coach, for him to actually come out and say that, that's got to be bad, isn't it, Byron?
Yeah, it's a stinger. And it's a sad sign for the rest.
Springy is going to get caught though. Dan picking him up with the resonating strike. Absolutely brilliant. Sonic waves are landing.
They really are. And PMA, they're stuck as 4 under this tower, not where this competition wants to be. And OPN have free range just across this whole map to do whatever they want to now.
Yeah, they really do. And we have the Call of the Forge God available. Everything on OPN except for the Dragon's Rage kick is available, but Grievous could get caught out here. The Ornhorn does come down. He flashes out of the Cataclysm. Lordio going through with the Assault Battery, but Jinx is firing on his backline. Lordio actually goes down. Grievous survives. And this is gonna look like a slaughter again. Monty coming across, Dig Boy down, picking up the double. They're going for even more. Leocon could be going down on his backside as well. That's a triple kill for the Lee Sin. He's 12 and 2 now.
This is over. This is just over. 19 minutes in, and OPN have a 10k gold lead. They've been getting 1k gold, a 1k gold lead every 2 minutes this game. That's insane gold acceleration, and it feels like PMA just walk into these fights. They're handshaking these kind of fights, and they really shouldn't be. And it's shocking because PMA are a team where, over the course of this split, I've praised them a lot for being able to understand the game plans and read the state of the game very well, understand what plays they can go for. But this game, there is just so much disrespect for OP nerds, and you cannot do that in this kind of game.
No, and I actually think OP nerds have been a little bit disrespected across the entire series. They've really come across as the underdogs of everything, really. Coming through the was it the knockouts, was it? Oh, flipping out, what was the name? I've forgotten. You know, they beat Claytrons and everything there.
Oh, Gauntlet, yeah, the Gauntlet.
You Gauntlet, that was what I mean. Sorry, I'm just, it's so good, I'm just forgetting everything. Just forgetting normal English words.
English.
Yeah, Gauntlet, they came through that, and they are gonna look for the pick here. They're gonna flash in onto the Jinx. Domin actually flashing away. Solar Flare comes down, and they're not gonna get anything there. Assault Battery was available. Here comes the Ornhorn. Supreme Despair turning onto 2. The Cataclysm's there, but Dan's going in on the back wave. That could have been too far. Here it is. That's a massive knock. Oh, dearie me. She's firing on all cylinders.
Oh, I saw them all grouped up, but I knew it was over. Oh, they just all bunched up. This is a Jinx. Oh, dearie me. And that's a 5-0-11 Jinx now. Dorman having a fantastic game alongside his jungler, looking absolutely stellar here. And oh man, I mean, what a game it's been.
Oh, the stopwatch though, Byron. Dorman actually burning that, but they just pick him up. Diana deletes him. Solar Rush, baby.
Oh, that is an outplay right there. Oh man. But what I want to give OP Nerds a big bit of credit for is their ability to, you know, adapt and play different styles. General Grievous last split was someone who I grouped with players who would just snowball kind of mindlessly and would just run at you for no reason. And this season,
they just intent what he said. Grievous trying to escape now. I think he's lost his life in this fight. The Ornn trying to do as much, but look how tanky that damn Ornn is. He does go down in the end. Last picking up a kill for himself. Actually looking probably the best player on PMA right now.
Yeah, and as I was talking about General Grievous, you see him dying there. You would never see a General Grievous playing an Ornn mid a couple of months ago. That would not even go into your mind. But the way he's adapted his style and fit in his team, I found that so impressive from him. And it's allowed players like Big Boy Dan and Domin to really shut their stuff on the Rift. And I mean, those two players, they're just phenomenal.
Oh, it's brilliant, mate. Watch. And just to see them, how they play together. I did tell you, I believe these are all friends. I believe they all know each other quite well. They worked together last split, a lot of them, and are just good friends. I don't know if it's IRL, but I'm not sure. But yeah, they work so well as a team, Byron, and that is just shown through how they play. It's beautiful. Teamwork, dreamwork.
Yeah, as you said, very, very true. PMA now looking for some last-ditch efforts. They're trying to hit the classic death rush.
Yeah. But Narwhal on the warding job, and they just can't get anything done. Kennen actually having to go towards this bot lane to clear that.
This is.
They're gonna chase them off.
They actually are. Wow. And then PMA just have to sit and watch. They know they can't contest this. OPN, they could just turn on the Baron right now, but they're not going to. They're gonna bait him in.
Oh, this could be really nice. Kennen is still in this bot lane. The TP is available for Spring. Here goes the call of the Forge God. Monty is on the side. Calculates them in. Gandhi is a dead man inside there. And that was actually a huge stun coming off. But he also goes down. The Bayou has been taken down as well. Supreme Display Talent, not enough. And this is a slaughter. These bloody Sonic Wave, he's flashing forward to try and get it. Dan is the flash forwards. Oh.
This is amazing. And it's just, you can't fault. This is it's been a perfect game. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it really has. And just look at some of these picks, and you've all got the Ornn upgrades coming through. And this is a team we thought would scale quite well. You've got the Ornn, the Jinx, who can scale quite well in the late game. I'm not sure about Diana. I know my good friend Lolly Fall, or Trey, loves Diana, would know how well she scales.
Look at the build from Diana. They've gone past any sort of magic penetration or your cooldown reduction. No, we're gonna go just straight Spellbinder Rabadons and have as much AP as possible. This Diana, despite the fact that she's probably doesn't have much going, I mean, she only has 123 CS, has 681 AP, like 25 minutes.
Yeah, but look at this bot lane, Byron. Look at Dormin here on this Jinx. You questioned the pick, my friend. You said, they aren't picking this Kai'Sa. Dormin can't, I don't think, plays it too much. But look, he's deathless right now. This is a clean game from the AD carry of OPN.
Yeah, that's just so impressive in the positioning that's required. Especially against the competition with a Kiana, a Syndra, a Jarvan, a Vi, a Kennen. To go deathless against that, stellar.
Really is. Here goes Call of the Forge God again. Flashes away. Two-man knock-up. Spring could be caught. Having to use the Slice Maelstrom defensively. Ornn getting caught up in that. The Zenithblade does miss, and that should be all we see, folks, as they go for the in-hit now.
Oh man. Yeah, and they just impressed me so much. The development that these players have had as a core, just over the past, actually 2 splits as well. Keep in mind, most of these players were on the OPN's last split that fell in the gauntlet to 100 Cobra. And yet they've come out now, swinging in the Gold Plat League, and they're in the finals, stomping. Like, this is insane.
Yeah, it really is. They haven't got the Call of the Forge God available here, so it could be... I think they could just... They have the Baron minions, though, so they are just going to pick up this turret by the look of it.
They are. Oh, wow.
Oh, Lordio on the back line, right, assault and barrier onto Jinx, a huge solar flare. Nice Cataclysm,
Whoa.
gets the shutdown, this could be a good fight, but Lee Sin, he's massive in here, picking up the double before he goes down. Narwhal, Monsi, Grievous is still alive, you ain't killing the tank, you ain't killing them. That's just the Dormin they picked up with that, and that should be OPN, the TP coming in, wonderful.
And they are going to walk into the base right now, smash down these Nexus turrets. OP Nerds in the first game of this best of 5 will stamp down that authority. They are looking dominant. They are looking like the best team in Gold Platinum. And what will PMA do about it? Because this has been a slaughter.
Yeah, it really has, and I think you really are going to want to see what's going to happen next, because PMA are going to have to respond, and they're going to have to respond big time.
Yeah, they really, really are. I mean, it's just such a fast game. Like, I've never seen a team in Silver Gold just accelerate gold that fast. Like, and it felt like the entire team of PMA just collapsed, like, across the map. And, yeah, I mean, it's just a complete stomp. Nothing else to really say about that.
Oh, let's have a break, Byron. My voice is.
Yeah, this is making me very thirsty, not gonna lie. It's been a very tantalizing series so
Oh yeah,
far.
we're only
And
game one.
only game one is already looking spicy with all those picks. Game two, now look, what's the draft gonna look like in game two? Are we still gonna see the same mad flex picks? Are there gonna be more? Like, what's gonna
I don't
happen?
know. I'm really excited to see where we go next with this. But yeah, that will take us to our first break of the games. So we'll be back very shortly with the next.
Hello guys and welcome back to the Valanth League Gold Plat Grand Finals between PMA and OP Nerds. Now OP Nerds, they took game 1 in what can only be described as dominant fashion, and PMA, they're going to be looking to fire back, and if the draft is anywhere near as spicy as game 1's, it's going to be a good draft.
Yeah, it really will be. I still haven't regained my voice after that last game, and they are going to be banning out Dormin by the looks of it. That Rek'Sai's still on the table. I'm so excited. Dan was actually massive on that Lee, and I think we could get another banging game, mate.
Yeah, we really could, and with 2 of Dormin's key create ADCs took away, he is being shifted off that comfort, and
oh baby,
the Rek'Sai is up. Last time I saw this happen, Big Boy Dan went like LF, I don't know, something bonkers like that, and the time before he did the same thing as well, but it will be the first pick on not only taking that away from PMA, but then they still have that flexible opportunity. I mean, Grievous loves it in the mid lane.
It's just brilliant. They PMA actually hovering the Diana, but they won't go for it. The Echo could be coming in for Lordio in that jungle though. Maybe he has been known to play that. We could be seeing something, but it is going to be the Nunu.
I think that's a good pick for Lordio. I think Lordio enjoys playing Nunu.
Yeah,
has great objective control, fantastic ganks. I think it could be really, really good for them. And alongside the Braum, it's a lot more of a defensive composition from PMA, which I think is a good reaction to what OPN was trying to do in game 1.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot tankier in terms of the champions. We have the Nunu, who does become really tanky, and Braum as well, who is hugely tanky. And actually, Big Boy Dan could be on this Echo here, which we've seen quite a few Echoes, haven't we, in the jungle, Byron?
Yeah, we have, and the world that obviously fell flat on its face, but it's still a Terra in the solo queue, and I would not be surprised to see it in the jungle. However, keep in mind, already 2 mid flex picks for OP Nerds in this draft. The Echo and the Ornn can both go into that position very easily, so all the horses. And that is probably the strongest bot lane duo in the game.
Yeah.
They are looking to dominate. They're not happy with how last game went. They're going to be probably pinching that AD carry pool even further now for Dormin, really looking to see if they can push this OP Nerds bottom lane out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, Dormin was definitely huge last game, popping off with something like a 6-0 and 13 score, and look at the focus onto him here. 3 bans now targeting the OPN ADC. This is going to be really a lane where PMA want early dominance, and they want to use the Lucy and Braum lane to really assert that.
Yeah, they're going to want to do that, and poor Dormin, man. No Zaya, no Jinx, no Ezreal, no Sivir, no Lucian.
It's going to be interesting.
Stars like Kai'Sa available, but I don't think that's a typical Dormin champion. Like, what does he switch to now?
The Ashe is still a very strong pick, but it is very immobile. I don't know how much Dormin plays that. That is the other strong AD that isn't Kai'Sa that I think we could see him go flex towards. They have got a Leona here, so they obviously want something towards the engage and to really burst someone down once you've gone in with the Zenith Blade and, you know, picking up those stuns.
Yeah, exactly, as the timer ticks down, and that is a Mordekaiser for PMA, either going to be in the top or the middle lane. 1v1 monster. And
yeah,
I think I want that into the Ornn.
Yeah, he really is. I think it will go towards the Ornn, but even that Mordekaiser isn't actually too bad a matchup for Ornn, as you don't... If you cast Call of the Forge Guard while he does the Death Realm, and that... Bloody hell, that's a Yasuo. They've left open Grievous's Yasuo.
Oh my. Wow. I'm not gonna continue referencing last week because people get annoyed with it, but truth be told, Grievous loved Yasuo. He was like Yasuo one trick back in last and to leave it open, deadly thing to do. And Tristana, I mean, is the
still decent.
It scales. It's gonna be an absolute monster in the late game, you know.
And it's got mobility.
It really
that
is.
Is one of the key things that we see from Dormin and his AD carry pool. The Zaya has the ultimate. All these AD carries they banned have some sort of mobility or safety spell, and oh my god, Spring actually taking the Mordekaiser. It really depends where we will see, and it actually, yeah, we will see on top. Sorry, because we've got Grievous. Oh,
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing this Yasuo. Grievous's words, if you think you're better than me, don't ban my Yasuo. Well, they did not ban his Yasuo. It has been picked up. Let's see if he can prove it on the Rift. Because this could snowball once again, insanely out of control.
yeah, it really could. We've got Dormin on a crit ADC, like you said, with the Leona, that he's able to jump in when they hit those huge Zenith blades. Um, you've got Echo, which is actually a different look for Big Boy Dan in this jungle. The Rek'Sai was available to him, but I think they have tried to match up so that Big Boy Dan didn't go for this Rek'Sai. Because I don't know how it does into stuff like Lucian, Braum, Nunu. No idea. I'm clueless on that matchup. But yeah, I think there was something to do with that matchup that Big Boy Dan didn't want to pick the although actually AP, because Grievous is Yasuo, of course.
Oh, yeah.
They need some AP, don't they, with the tanks? So that could be actually why.
You've
Oh,
got to keep in mind the way this preps for future games as well. With Big Boy Dan not picking the Rek'Sai here, it will make PMA more comfortable. If even if they win this game, to just leave it open. It's like, oh, we won't pick it. It'll be fine. And then that's when he picks it, and all of a sudden the world gets flipped to its head. And it's, oh no, the Rek'Sai's here
yeah.
again.
But you've got to admit, in these lot, Big Boy Dan is probably he's probably got the biggest playoff buff out of any player in the in, in the entire playoffs. I think he's the one who's looked the best throughout them consistently.
Yeah, this playoffs, I have to agree. I think big up Wakala Shui can be talked about with his finals buff, but Big Boy Dan's looked so strong that I don't think Chewie's even in contention here. Like,
Oh,
sorry,
you've done a good friend there.
I
Oh.
have, but it's about the I'm going to bring up the facts here. And Big Boy Dan is like the best player in the split in these playoffs,
Yeah.
and like by a mile, it hasn't looked close. He's looked dominant.
Going back to this Ornn pick though, Byron, we did talk about it a bit in the first game, but it's actually going up to this top lane now for Monty, and it's really the power of the first pick Ornn, which we did see get pulled out here, and they can flex this, which I think's amazing physically. Well, not physically, I mean really. I think it's really cool to flex that pick because you had it mid, it looked brilliant. It played well top as well in the WSL series, but you are against the Braum now, which can block your Lamb, and that's a sad Lamb. Yeah, we'll go with Ram and Lamb, whatever. Which is a sad state of affairs, isn't it?
Yeah, it is certainly, but whilst that is an issue, as long as they're able to hit the knockup, it should be fine. It's just timing them right, trying to make sure you're not in Gandhi's range is important. Or at least if you do it, you force out the Bromie, and then what you can do is
Yeah.
use that to engage then. Like when
Well,
you force that cooldown.
This is the thing. This is whenever I'm playing on into something like a Braum or a Yasuo that can just do Hasaki or that's my noise for Braum. But
Yeah.
yeah, he goes puts his shield out. Shut up. Puts his shield out, and it's really annoying because your big Ram doesn't go anywhere, and you're there just feeling like, oh, I just did nothing.
Yeah,
And
the key thing to note as well is that the Ornhorn only knock up on the team as well. And wait, just trying to isn't a knock up, is it?
the Buster shot, it's a knockback.
Not max, so it's not a knock up, so it doesn't count. Okay,
I
good.
don't. I don't think so. It might count.
Yeah, I'm not too
I
sure
wouldn't be
actually.
surprised to see it count.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it does as you head into the game, you know?
Yeah, but General Grievous is good enough on this Yasuo pick on his own to produce these knockups. But
And
yeah,
yeah, Twitch chat have confirmed it for us. The Justana ult actually does work as
yeah,
a Yasuo knockup, which is actually really scary because that is another knockup on the team. And not only that, because of the Buster Shot doing so much damage, what you can do is use it as a Yasuo delivery system. Drop Yasuo with a Buster Shot, and then Yasuo goes and
well,
ults.
this is this is the thing is with the Buster Shot. I think if the way it works, I think if you can, it can hit more than one person. I believe if they're in a row, it's like a Lee
Oh,
Sin
yeah.
Dragon Rage kick, so you could get a 5-man knockup off a Buster Shot. I think,
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken, it works that way.
if that
Anyway.
happens, oh my
That would
god.
be insane, man. I'd pop the hell off for that. But yeah, cooldowns here are going to be very important for team fights. Like I was stating earlier, with the Braum Shield and the Mordekaiser roll, I think is going to be very big around objectives and just general team fighting. So yeah, cooldowns are going to be everything here.
Yeah, they really are. It wouldn't be a Valanth League game, final or not, without one of those gosh darned pauses. And here we are.
Yeah, Noah War, it looks like, has decided, no, I'm gonna disconnect from this game. Oh.
Ah, man. At least it gives us a time to have a little breather and actually, look at the teams and the matchups individually. Because I think scaling wise, I have to give it to OP Nerds once again. They have a Yasuo Tristana in terms of damage with an Ornn Leona frontline. That sounds great. Whereas the enemy team, they have a Lucian, he's gonna fall off, and Mordekaiser, who is only really gonna be strong in the 1v1, like. And so I think I do give it to OP Nerds in the later stages of this game. But one thing I do want to note is that the specific matchups that PMA have got for themselves. Bot lane, Lucian Braum to the start earlier. That's a great matchup for Lucian Braum. Because they can get their pass off very easily. You've got the mid lane, which is Yasuo into Corki. That's great for OP Nerds, because Corki does its range. And I don't know what he really does when there's a wind wall in front of him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then top lane, I'm not sure how on Mordekaiser goes, to be honest, because I would usually say Mordekaiser into a tank. But Ornn is a champion who's known for dealing with things like Renekton very, very well, with his W having fantastic trade potential. So I'm interested to see how that top lane goes. I think that could be potentially where things start to swing.
It can go both ways, but looking on this bot side, we do see, and Noah has spotted him, and that was a fairly sad invade. He's dropped the ward, and PMA are feeling a bit sad, so they're just going to go even further.
Oh,
they're going to steal it away, aren't they? Yeah.
Well, if they steal it away, they have been spotted out, and double ward.
The classic.
Yeah, great minds think alike as well. For that one.
Yeah.
Oh, they have spent out the ward though. That's really smart.
They realised they have accidentally put their own 2 wards in that bush, but no, they aren't actually gonna. Are they gonna stay and take this? Yeah.
Okay, they might.
Yeah.
And what I like about this is it forces a vertical jungle. You're trapping Big Boy Dan in the top side of the map, and more importantly, Lordio gets to spend some very quality time around that bottom lane. And we already talked about how Lucian and Braum are going to be winning that matchup early on. Imagine a Nunu yank out of that tri-bush, like, out of nowhere. All of a sudden, first with the Lucian, the snowball starts to PMA.
Yeah, and the thing is, you've got to remember that Tristana auto pushes with her passive on E, I think, on the bomb. So, but Nunu is being on this bot side is going to be huge. And talking about this top side matchup, you were saying, I don't think it's too bad for the Ornn either way. I think it could go 50-50, but I expect just because Ornn is a bit of a tank more, that Spring should be able to get something done against Monsi. Although I don't know, it could all just be down to the players, and I think that is what will it come to in the end.
Yeah, I think it is certainly a skill matchup. Is probably where I'd put my money towards that top lane. But jungle wise, I am. Oh, there we go. What did I say? That Mooney is just hanging around bot lane right now.
Yeah.
It'd be so tempting.
They're pushing him in.
Yeah.
Previous though, he is going aggressive onto Leocon.
He's a level down and he's still winning that. Wow.
This man has skill on his champion, and he's going for even more here. Cookie actually having to back off. Nunu is on this bot side. Dan has spotted him. Narwhal, the Zenith Blade has come through. The Ignite onto Nunu, flashing away. And I think Nunu and Willem should survive. Oh my god, that was so close. but they do survive just about. Ignite not doing enough.
Oh, you see there?
Yeah.
Despite the fact that Nunu really wanted to make a play bottom, we talked about how helpful it would be. It was actually open there to get the back of that trade. The wall only uses Ignite, whereas the heal was extended by that, and also, crucially, the flash from Lordia was also used, which means that Lordia is going to have a lot of trouble, you know, creating more ganks in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're definitely right, and that's a bit of a misstep there from PMA. I think they had that bottom side covered, and they should have been stronger with Last and Fatman Gandhi pushing up onto the turret where the Tristana and Leona were under. But the Zenith Blade was crucial from Narwhal to try and secure a kill there. They didn't get it, but it blew a lot of sums, like you said.
Yeah, it really did, and now it is. It's certainly not as fast as last game. We can say that.
Oh no.
But I think OPN are going to be happy about that. They can just chill right now, and I think the big point to look at is mid lane. I think Grievous, we saw some good trades from him. It's whether or not he can continue making them happen. The worry is that you're doing this as Yasuo, you're pushed up super far into the lane and you're trying to make those trades happen, and that can leave you very open for a gank.
We do see both junglers topside though, and looks like Dan might be wanting to go for this topside. They have spotted out Nunu in this river, and Echo could be going here. The parallel convergence has come down, and they're looking for this Nunu who has no. Monty is trying to get the knockup down. The charge comes through. It's the knockup, and that's first blood to Big Boy Dan. Big Boy Dan is still Big Boy without that Rek'Sai pick, and maybe having that disadvantage at the start.
And once again, the snowballing jungler gets the snowball starting again. Dan has just been out jungling everyone in these playoffs so far, and he is likely to continue to do so in this game after getting himself another first blood. He's looking like Yanko's the first blood king here, I have to say.
Yeah, he really is. The first blood king, Big Boy Dan, popping off in these finals. Oh, dear me. I think that there are definitely problems that PMA have been making. Oh, Grievous! Yes! Goes in, last breath coming through. Byron even popping for that one.
Oh man, don't ban my ass off. You think you're better than me. They tempted fate, and General Grievous smites them to the ground. Burns his flash and his ignite, but a greedy back from Lycaon means that he is now down 10 CS and a kill in this lane.
Oh, Grievous, you mastermind. That was beautiful. Again, from the mid laner of OPN.
And that's what you get with the champion that you're so familiar with. You know those damage numbers in and out. You know what you're doing that.
Yeah, you really do. And I love the fact that they waited, I think, for this Corki to come out, did they? Or did he actually just pick this straight up blind? I can't remember. I've forgotten the...
No, yeah, I think, I'm not sure, actually.
Going for more, though. Look, he loves to trade on this Yasuo pick.
The Corki is picked into the Yasuo, I think.
Was it? Well, Grievous doesn't care, and I like to see that from a mid laner.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I mean, I'm usually one who spreads the word of, you don't need to snowball in mid lane. You can just play like a complete... I won't say the bad word, I'll say like the dog is usually where we go for. But recently, I've been spending some time in the mid lane, and I figured out, you know what? Snowboarding ain't such a bad thing. And General Grievous on this Yasuo, if he gets ahead, which he already is starting to get to that point, the further he gets ahead, the more strong he's going to become. And how really do they peel off this Yasuo? Was my issue.
Well, they've got the Mordekaiser Realm of Death. That would be my only maybe thing about it. Maybe that could work. And the Nunu ult, Absolute Zero, could be big here. But yeah, if that Yasuo does get really far ahead, Byron, I think you're right. This is another GG OPN. And he's going for more. Look at this. The whip comes down, blocking most of that damage. Grievous does have the last breath available. He hits it. Second solo kill for the man in the mid lane.
He just does so much damage.
Oh.
That's
Not on.
unreal.
Yeah.
And bot lane, despite the fact that Lucian Braum only has about a 10-15 CS lead, Avon's achieved nothing there. Top lane is in favour of the Ornn.
Yeah. It's really not looking good for the side of PMA. This game is, like you said, Byron, gone a bit slower. But yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah, it really isn't, and it feels like OPN is just looking lost. They just really feel like they don't understand how their champions work, who needs to get ahead, because it's just not happening on the Rift.
I do see Lordio in this bot lane though. He is going to try look for the play, but they are all actually going to rotate down for this. The snowball has been started. Are we going to just see them go for this Drake here? I think they were spotted. There were signals, pings onto the Drake. Corki actually spotted. They're going to look for this now.
When my cookie package is available,
It was just used.
There we go. Never mind.
They could look for this. It's just dormant. The red team do take it down. PMA is smiting that. The ult on the top side is used. Brink is going for the solo kill onto this Ornn now. Monty trying to get away. Calling the Forge God is down. The Conqueror is doing so much damage to Ornn. And he will go down. Solo kill up in the top lane for Spring.
And there we go. Finally, an advantage for PMA. A good player that secured themselves a Mountain Dragon and a solo kill top side, which is what we want to see. We want to see them being proactive, making these plays, getting objectives when they need to, understanding the power spikes and where to play around. It just feels like over the last game and also this game, they're failing to make plays around their key lanes. They need to make plays bot lane and get the Lucian Braum further ahead. They need to understand that mid will be a weak point in the early game and will scale up to be strong. It feels like mid just mispositioning.
Oh, last breath. Big boy Dan's in the mid lane. Deleted Cookie, the a dead weird looking bloke with a mustache on a earth thing.
And there we go. Once again, it's Yasuo killing a mispositioned Corki. The Kaon has not played this game very well so far. He needs to respect the amount of damage coming out of General Grievous, and it feels like he just does not.
Yeah, it is really sad to see, and considering this is actually one of Grievous's. This is Grievous's main pick, this Yasuo. So you do have to respect him on it. He knows what he's doing on this champ. This is why people banned it against him. But I'm completely disappointed in PMA's mid and jungle here. It just hasn't been working for them, and they're going. Spring could go down. Parallel convergence is going to be there for the shield. Echo picking that one up, and yeah, that was the advantage. And now it's gone.
There we go. It is done so, and now Munzi and Big Boy Dan going to be able to secure themselves some plates in this top side, and Audio positioning for something in this bottom lane, but they're in the tower. Nothing can happen with this. He just has to sit there and roll his snowball somewhere else.
I haven't liked Claudio's early game so far on this no. I just think because of how good we know he can be, and because of how I love the bloke, but he just hasn't been performing yet in this this final game. Well, in these finals at all.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's sad to see.
Yeah, it is. But on the other hand, how much of it is Claudio not showing up, or is it Big Boy Dan just playing really well? And then
last breath! See how aggressive he is on this champion. Oh,
it's bonkers.
It's brilliant, Byron. He's bloody brilliant at that.
And look at the item advantage already. That's a Berserker Greaves and a static ship, a full completed item. Like, oh man.
Considering Corki's going for that Triforce as well, which we know takes a while to cook up. But they are going to look... The wards have spotted him out again, I think, there. Like, Lordio and Fatman Gandhi trying to get in this mid lane. Nothing's going to come of it. Grievous is out of there in a flash.
He is. With a flash as well. Like, sure, it's good that the support as well as Roman 11 looking towards Rift Herald. Good. Positive play there. I like that from PMA, but... It feels like it's too little too late, like, I don't know.
Oh, I think Monsey could be in some trouble, and there we go, the snowball, get away, don't think he's gonna get far. He is just gonna do as much damage as possible, but with absolute zero use, he does escape that. Can they get him out? The Ignite is ticking down, he survived, does he get out of this? He doesn't have flash available. I think the snowball will take him down here. It lands, oh! They just pick him up. Monsey on the run isn't going to get away, but dear me, you've got to feel for PMA if he got away there.
But the thing is that they left the Yasuo in the mid lane to get these platings. Zamagani had to burn both his summoners just to kill Monsey. Like, it feels like PMA having to invest so much to get a simple, small advantage.
We are going to get a dive in this mid lane. Big boy Dan, the last breath, everything's used, not here, just poor. Not even picking up an assist on that one. But there could be a solo kill on this bot side. Lucian, we know, is very buster shot used to get him away. The culling is also coming in, which cancels early. Lad's actually looking for something there, and that's what I like.
That is what we like to see, that Rift Herald going over to the side of PMA as well, getting ready to pop that around this top side, but last, he is out of position here. However, OPN will not punish.
Yeah, the Chrono Break was available on Echo, but I don't. They might have felt that they didn't have the damage to burst him down just with Narwhal and Dan. Oh, it's just look at that mid lane, Byron. Look at how much that has done to this game. Being the mid lane main yourself, like, look.
It's destruction, isn't it? There's no other word for it. You've got General Grievous being two
oh, they're
ahead.
gonna look for it now. Parallel emergency issued. He does get the Chrono Breakaway. Narwhal getting stuck in the turret. Haven't out. Do get a huge Glacial Fissure on. But the Realm of Death is used. Monsey might want to go for this one. Conqueror is doing so much true damage on this top side. How much can he do? Lordio picking that one up with the snowball. And we do get people running away on the bot side. But Yasuo is also here. Looking for the 2v1 outplay. There is no Realm of Death. And so much damage coming out from this Yasuo. Nunu just channeling the absolute zero for no reason. Last breath is also used onto the Nunu. He picks up the kill. Is he going to go for more? The flash forward. Look at that man. Jam roll. Bloody Grievous.
And it's just, I think you have to ban the Yasuo next game. Oh man. Oh, I'm catching illnesses up with this, like how disgusting this Yasuo is. Christ. The sneeze.
Oh, Byron, that was great. That was so great. Good job.
Oh, dearie me. But look at him, he's 3k gold ahead now. It's abhorrent. Don't use that word often, but it's abhorrent.
You use that word so much. Stop.
It's a great word.
It is a very good word. I've got to be honest with you. That's the thing though. Stuff like that just sounds really posh.
It's obscene.
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 Is that what it means?
No, abhorrent is like it's another. It's like just horrifying, but in a posh way. It's actually abhorrent. Yeah.
Oh. I like it. Keep using it.
Yeah, it's a great word. Look, I love fuck to me vocab. And PMA, they're going to be able to secure themselves there. I believe that's the first turret.
Oh, calling the Forge Gods on this bot side. Spring doesn't have the Realm of Death available. Parallel Convergence and Chrono Breaker going to be used to get Echo out of there. And that's a nice 2v1 on top side and should be a tower.
Yeah, very, very nice on OP nerds. Once again, just it feels like it's a step ahead every single time, and that's a bottom lane outer tower for a top lane in the tower and a kill. But with the urge to have from mid, PMA, they're looking to try and accelerate him, but keep in mind, look at where Orn and Echo are. If they stay for too long, they will get flanked.
They're not going to get this tower, and look how much the Solar Flare is. They're going to get caught up with this Rift. Our Tristana is looking for more. The big flank comes in. Dormin doing so much work. The last breath is used. And Big Boy down picking up the ending kill there of that fight.
Wait, is the blasting count towards... Oh,
yeah.
that is rank.
I'd just love to see 5 people use it, and a Yasuo just sneakily sitting in a bush like, use that blast cone, and then you see it, and he does the 5-man last breath, and he has to be super fed. Like, if he isn't, that's just it. But yeah, that'd be so sick to see.
Well, we do have a super fed Yasuo now on our screens. 40 CS up, 7-0-2. Now 4k gold ahead of Kaon. That is, it's just not right. It is just not right.
He's getting really picked on here for the Kaon.
Yeah,
he's taken a battering from this Yasuo.
And what we have to keep in mind as well is this is a grand finals matchup here. It's game 2, and OP Nerds are set to snowball just as hard as last game. And if you are PMA, and you're looking down the barrel of having to make a reverse sweep happen, it's gonna hurt your mental to know that you've just been crushed 2 games in a row. And it feels it just feels like OP Nerds just have so many threatening picks as well. Like the Yasuo. Now what do they do about that?
Oh, Call of the Forge God comes down. It's the last breath is also there. Look, Springhouse and Realm of Death, which he isn't gonna do, and he will get out with the flash. Let's see. Look how much damage was there, and this is a tanky Mordekaiser.
Yeah, it really is. And looks like PMA trying to force top side. Let's see what they're able to get.
Solar Flare is used onto the minions to try and protect, but Lordio is actually, they're going to try and catch. Narwhal are actually getting the stun across, but they do pick him up. And actually, I'm liking this from the side of PMA. They're actually looking to go for these turrets and objectives and make cross-map plays.
Yeah, they are, but keep in mind, they've got that top side. Look what's happening bot side. It's a fair Yasuo on your turret, and it feels like every single time that that PMA try and throw a blow somewhere, OP Nerds just match it on the other side of the map. And PMA aren't really achieving anything. They're taking 1 step forward, and then OP Nerds takes another step forward, and they're not gaining anything.
1 step forwards, 2 steps back, and that is the way it seems to be going. Or well, it's like PMA are taking 1 step, but OPN are taking many steps. But they are looking better than they did last game, PMA. And
that's the bright side, but
that is the bright side.
How much better? Because they're still 7k gold behind at 20 minutes.
Yeah, they're going to actually look for Big Boy down here, but he does get away. Parallel convergence used, and that will just get him out with the phase dash.
Eyes on. Oh, I thought the package was about to be used there, but
no,
he has that ability, but he's gonna have to burn it soon. Oh, well, there we go. It's used.
Hey, you're slightly behind, Byron.
Yeah, I've been having a few issues in the game. So
oh, okay. That just speed up as much as you can. It's all right. Nothing's gone on yet.
Yeah. few cheeky freezes. Spectators.
But Batman Gandhi does look to be caught. He has to use the shield defensively. And Braum's his way out of there with the shield in style.
Both teams switching so aggressively here.
They're going to look for Big Boy Dan here. There's a lot of damage still coming from this Lucian. And Big Boy Dan is actually low, but does still have the Chrono Bake available to him. It's going to be a fight over a red buff by the looks of it.
And there we are.
Oh. Yeah, and there we are. Look, they're retreated just to their top, the back of their top side. It's horrible.
It just feels like OP Nerds are zoning them off so hard because of the amount of damage they have. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It looks like we could. They have to go into this jungle to have a look at this Baron. The Zenith Blade is used forwards onto the Broad. Solar Flare comes. This is going to be a pick up onto Gandhi. The Ornhorn is also used, going to pick up 2. The last breath coming through on. There's so much damage coming from General Grievous. Takes a double, a triple. That could be the triple kill coming through for that Yasuo. And a 10-0 Yasuo here on our hands, Byron. There's a few picks I think need to be banned, but this is definitely one of them.
My goodness, I am. Yes, this Yasuo needs to be banned, and you know what? I think they could have gone for the end, but then they're going to. OP Nerds not going to be greedy. They're going to stay disciplined, and they will get themselves a Baron buff. Will be their eyes.
This is what I love about OP Nerds. They set up plays before they think about them, and they don't just go into, oh, there's a pick here, let's do that, and then go into a big team fight. They don't ARAM it. They actually set up plays, and they strategize very well. And I think that can really describe OP Nerds as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work, like I said earlier.
And the funny thing is, if you told me that before the series and didn't tell me what team you were talking about, I would have said PMA would be what you were on about there. You know, their fantastic synergy, their ability to recognize not to be green, not to go for these random picks, but it feels like they are just getting out-tempoed. And PMA, they honestly just seem flustered. They do not know how to deal with this level of tempo, how fast these games are being played, and it worries me. It really, really worries me how they're playing right now, because PMA, they need to book up their act fast, because you know next game they only have a limited amount of bans. You know that Rek'Sai will probably end up through the pick ban phase, and this time I think Dan's ready to pick it.
Oh yeah, I think what really needs to be banned, and I think what's been a really good pick by OPN here, is this Ornn pick. It's so flexible. It might not win lanes, but it wins the matchups so hard for OP Nerds. And I think that is the Yasuo as well on this stage, because General Grievous has shown he can play this into any matchup. I think the Corki isn't meant to be too bad into Yasuo. I don't know, because then they picked that matchup themselves, didn't they? Or did Grievous pick it?
I would say it's playable, but I wouldn't recommend it as like a counter matchup.
Unless they have a counter up their sleeves for this matchup, I think it's got to be banned. The Ornn is used. That's a knock-up on Spring. Look at the damage. Look at the General Grievous being big man on this Yasuo. The Chrono Break is used. He does get shut down, but that's a two-man Buster Shot, and I don't think it matters. There's so much damage coming through from Dormin, who's still deathless on this Tristana, and I think they can just look to end here. Last and Springer down, and that should be game. Another crashing victory for the OP Nerds. Package is used. Novel in on this backside, but look at this deletion. Big boy Dan's still alive. Everyone's still alive. Monty's making items. And that is the story of how this game has gone. Ornn horning it up with the Yasuo in sync.
And there you go. It's GG well played in the chat. 2-0 is the current state of the series, and OP Nerds, and not only stamp down their authority, they are showing it game in, game out. PMA, they look completely lost, and they need to somehow find a shot in the dark that will be that answer in this series. But looking at it right now, it is dire straits for Positive Mental Attitude.
It really is. They're gonna need a miracle to get back into this game. And if there is one thing we know Looney can work, it's a miracle. He did it with Team Elite last split. From 0-8 to, not last split, yeah, it was last split, wasn't it? Or something like that, in the shell, whatever. But yeah, he transformed that team. So, Looney, positive word star, mate. You need to go in there and do something, because they are needing you.
Yeah, just look at the damage graph as well. The Yasuo, 19k damage, more than double the highest damage dealer of PMA. Like, that's insane. Absolutely bonkers. 11, 1, and 3. Statement performance there from General Grievous. And it's another testament, like I said earlier, the way this guy can play so many different styles now. He can not only be the giga big carry, he can also be the one who plays the on-mid and plays it chill. That he could do so many different styles, and I think that's such a valuable asset in a player. However, we will be heading towards another quick break. When we come back, PMA are going to have to look for some sort of response, as they are 2-0 down in the series. This is match point for OP Nerds. Don't go anywhere.
Yep.
Hello, guys, and welcome back to what could be the final game of Valanth League this year in official tournaments. This is the Gold Plat Division Grand Finals between OPN and PMA. OPN, or OP Nerds, they're up 2-0 in this series and have shown a dominant performance. And this time, PMA, they're banning the Aslo, they're banning the Irelia. Grievous' champion pool is revealing.
Yeah, it really is. And you've always got to think OPN have been very consistent with their bans, and it's worked really well. Tarek, Oriana, and who else was it? I've forgotten, but it was someone else. I do say they were really consistent, but I think they have been. I've just forgotten who the third person was. I reckon we see first pick on coming in for Spring in the top lane.
Wait, do you think it'd be 200 IQ if they ban the Ornn now? If OPN just ban the Ornn?
It could be, but I do think that Ornn does go over this time, because I know Looney was complaining about it a little bit in chat. He wants the Ornn on his team. Everyone wants Ornn apparently today. But yeah, I reckon we could see that being first picked up. If not, then maybe I'm just wrong. So
yeah, maybe you are.
I think it's been a difference maker though.
It has been. It's always been picked in first rotation. Whether it's in first pick on PMA's or OPN's side. Here we go. Ornn back at it again with the first pick. Now, we know that PMA are a fan of the Ornn jungle. We've seen Lordio put it out, and it might be what they pull out in their game 3. Just have to keep our eyes on that one. But in the war, he's looked pretty solid on this Leon of this whole series, and he's gonna lock it in again.
Oh no, we're gonna get Xayah or Jinx. Not Dormin and Narwhal are gonna be huge again. That Leona has been a constant for Narwhal, and he has looked supremely good on it. Engaging with those Zenith Blades, hitting the stuns, the Solar Flares, been brilliant to set up fights. They don't have the Ornn now, but they still have that magical bot lane, Jinx Leona, which worked wonders in game 1.
Yeah, and you just have to think, like, with Jinx Leona locked in, we remember how it went last game. Dormin ended up something like 6-1-13, something mad like that. And Kai'Sa Alistair though.
Oh yeah, he did. That was insane.
That's a very safe scaling bottom lane from PMA. This has shown us in the first few picks. PMA, they want to team fight this game. They want to get to a point, 20-30 minutes, big beefy Ornn, big beefy Alistair over Kai'Sa. That sounds like a recipe for success if they're able to execute and not get snowballed on.
Yeah, it really does.
OPN, very good at snowboarding, as we've seen throughout this series, and with the Echo locked in, we're expecting that back in jungle for Big Boy Dan. He performed very, very well last game on it. We'll see if they're able to have a similar performance.
Yeah. The Mordekaiser has actually been banned, which is making me think that Ornn is going to go towards that top lane. There's a few picks that you can pick into this Ornn that I think if Monty plays anything with a bit of range, the Kennen was actually a good matchup into the Ornn. That's why in game 1, Spring did pick up the Kennen for himself because he thought that would be the matchup. But they did switch it mid in the end with Grievous playing the Ornn. So I don't know. Have we seen Monty play much, Kennen?
I don't think I have really, and he's gonna be forced to part a new champion. We've seen the Mordekaiser and the Diana both took away, so Monty gonna have to pick up a champion that's not been seen so far by him in this series. We'll see what he has up his sleeve, because I imagine they'll leave mid for counter pick. As previous has shown, he's very, very good at that winning matchup.
It's gonna be the Veigar.
Psych! Putting the Veigar in the mid lane, that confirms Echo Jungle Veigar mid lane. Unless they're doing some wacky shenanigans, as we know this team likes to do in their champion selects.
That is the worry, isn't it? But although we do know that Grievous does like to play Veigar, so it is one of his more staple picks. His main being really Yasuo and the Irelia sometimes. But yeah. Oh! Are we going to see a switch up?
Who's going to be playing the Kiana and who's going to be playing Kai'Sa? That's the question here, because Kiana usually is mid lane for last, but the Kaon is usually playing a mage bottom lane. So are they trusting the Kai'Sa onto the Kaon? or are they trusting the Kiana onto the, like? I don't know. They're both
Oh
not regular
no,
KO champions,
no,
but that
I know
is
it.
that's the KO champion right there, and they've locked it in.
Yeah, I know who's playing that Kiana. It's gonna be Lordio, isn't it? It's going towards the jungle.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
I think he has played it before. Hasn't looked too bad, if I remember. I can't actually remember though. So, because I do know that PMA have played that pick before. I know Last played it. Apparently, I said Leocon had played it, but he hadn't.
Oh,
So maybe it was Lordio who had. But the Hecarim actually. No, the Echo's what?
Echo
Echo's
top.
going top into one because that's a staple of Big Boy Dance. The Hecarim. Like,
Oh my God, Muncie, he's living the AP champions in top lane, and you don't typically see champions like Diana and Echo top lane. And
mm,
I wanna have a discussion about this
yeah.
because this isn't really like meta, especially into the likes of a tank like Ornn. The fact that he's opted into that, I think, is something we want to look at because he might be going what Pike top typically does, but he looks to push in really hard, get a Moby boots, and then roam about the map. That's what I want to see from Muncie. Actually, I think that'd be a great plan.
Um, Echo actually doesn't do too badly into tanks because of his percentage health damage on the passive. So it actually works quite well. Now, Echo Top was or used to be a thing, if you remember, Byron. And
That is
it's
true.
sort of
Yes.
come yeah, with the Echo buffs that came a few patches ago, it sort of came back into meta in the top lane a little bit. We saw the Iceborne Gauntlet builds come back in with tank, so you either ran Conqueror or Grasp of the Undying, and you played that tank. But we could see more of the AP sort of full AP Echo with the Electrocute. I see Monty as that type of player who do that. Although I could also see him very much as someone who goes for the tank pick here on the Echo. But yeah, I like it. I'm impressed with that.
Yeah, I really am, and I'm also interested to see how that pick goes. There
Mm.
are other lanes we can talk about. General
Yeah.
Previous, he's played a very safe, tanky mid laner. He's played a very aggressive mid laner, and now he's playing the scaling mid laner. He's covering all three of the rock paper scissors from passive to aggressive now to scaling. And if
Yeah.
he's able to pull off this Viger, that's just really impressive because then he's able to play all well, I'd say the three main play styles of mid lane. He's managed to cover there very, very well. And
And yeah.
it's possible into the Syndra. The issue is that he has to be careful he doesn't die. Because
Mm.
Syndra does have a lot of
A
burst. But
lot. Yeah.
the fact that Lakelman's been forced into taking the cleanse is really
Mm.
good because then the ignite all in isn't really a threat. It's not as much of a threat, at
That's true.
least.
That's true. We only actually have two ignites coming out, and those are from both the supports. But I do have to say, when you look at this bot lane, Gandhi was so huge against Icon Leicester. That three-man knock-up with I think last getting a quadra kill off it in the and Elordio was actually playing the on jungle, and I thought it looked brilliant. So I'm actually really excited to see how he does in this game. He's playing into probably two of the two of the standout stars of this series so far. Although I think all of OPN have really stood out. They've all had their individual moments. So when it comes to choosing an MVP at the end of things, it's gonna be bloody hard. But as you can see the way I'm talking, I'm predicting OPN.
Yeah, I think there are options of PMA, but from what I've seen over the last two games, they're just not in form. Their mental doesn't seem to be there. They don't seem to be understanding the weather conditions, and because of that, and I think I give the edge over to OPN. I also think that OPN they secured a lot of comfort in their draft. They've got the Jinx Leona, which
Mm.
worked brilliantly for them game one. We've got the Hecarim, which we know Big Boy Damn loves to play. We've seen Grievous already on Viger do really well. And Muncie seems to love these AP top laners. He's rocking the Echo this time, so we'll see if that works for him as well. So who knows
Yeah,
how Echo's going to work out.
you're definitely right. And I think a lot of these OPM players, you could give every one of them a shout at being the best in their roles. Seriously, I reckon. Monsey, he's got probably Silverback to contest with, but he beat him last week with against WSL. So you've got that. I think Dan, he was excellent in all the series in the Gauntlet and all of that, and he's looked excellent in this run. And I think he should deserve being the best jungler in the league right now.
Absolutely.
Dormin and Narwa as a bot lane, I absolutely love. I think they work so well together, and I just like that friendship they've got. I think it's great, and it works in their favor because they pick up so many kills in the 2v2s.
Yeah, they really
Of
do.
course, Grievous.
Oh yeah, lovely man. And it is that team synergy that you were talking about that's so great.
It really is, and the reason I do like Grievous so much is because of his ability to pull out these picks like on mid. But he has gone for the glacial Vega, which I do like to see.
Yeah, I think that is a good thing because it means that like in these team fights he's gonna have a lot of impact, and now that that game is a point of contention. I don't think it's gonna be like OP nerds like game 1 and 2 they have the late game. This time, whilst they still do have the Jinx, the Veigar, a good front line, that's usually a recipe for success. On the other side of the rift, there's a Kai'Sa with a good front line, which can always do work. So whilst OPN might have a slight edge, it's not as clear cut as the other two games. And so, you know, this early game really is going to be crucial, but OP Nerds have took over both games. So I'm expecting them to do well in this one. Is that the Louis Vuitton skin that he's got there?
Yeah, it is. I didn't realise in the loading screen. I wasn't looking. I was just
I'm gonna zoom in on that. The designer skins now in League of Legends, by the way. My goodness.
I like it.
I love it. It's his proper step up, and it feels proper posh. Louis, I wish they couldn't my Louis Vuitton skin real quick. It's so odd, but I love it. It's great.
Oh, the effects on the outside are absolutely beautiful on it. Look at her hairband. That's a banking headband. Oh, well done. I'm really zoomed in. I didn't want to do that.
Well, we are now
a bit too close.
in game. Both on this starting on the bottom side of the map. How do you see these huge interacting? Because it's so good, isn't it?
It's beautiful, isn't it? Stop.
I'm not gonna be able to commentate. Somebody start there looking at this Kiana skin.
Looks really cool.
Who wins the duels is what I'm wondering here. I would put Hecarim slightly above because he had that initial tankiness, the Conqueror. I don't know if Audio will be able to burst him down.
Hecarim was where I was thinking as well. I do think he's slightly better in those kind of if they do meet, especially with the Conqueror. He's going to get the healing. Lordio should be able to get burst off, but if the Hecarim can stack that Conqueror pretty quick with his W and Q, like the Horseman Strikes, he can do a lot of work.
Yeah, I think it depends on what health they meet. If Big Boy down walks up at like half health, he can actually get bested down in the dark. But if it's both at like 75% health, full health, there you go.
Yeah, well, that's a lot with most fights. But yeah, they're on opposite sides of the jungle right now anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, Budan is clearing so fast, and he has been spotted out on a ward. Keep that in mind as he looks towards, if possible.
Oh, they might come to look for him. Dan actually getting rooted up. Is this a bit of an in? He does get caught. That's first blood going over to Lordio's Kiana. Nicely done. Either side. Oh, Gandhi going in on this bot side. Zenith is coming. A flash forward, aggressive by Last. He wants this kill. The heals, the ignite. Stormin getting away from that. This Jinx is unstoppable. They're gonna catch out Gandhi here as well. And the bot lane have turned up the style. Oh no, they won't get him. But he does get away. He really turned up the style there, Byron. But Monsey on this top side, Lordio actually making an impact on this map. picking up a kill for Spring in this top lane.
Oh man, it's what we like to talk about there is the fact that you said finally making an impact on this map. We are 3 games into the season. It's the first time we're saying that Lordio has made an impact on the map finally.
Yeah.
But it is good to see, and it's a big change of pace. If they're able to keep this up, they are looking very strong in this game 3. And that is a key thing for PMA, because if they are able to make this change of pace, the series is a whole lot more exciting.
Yeah. I love the way they caught out Dan on that first blood though. Absolutely beautiful, beautifully done. The ward, I think it came from Leocon in the mid lane. Absolutely stunning, has done so much. And they've actually got the early game advantage for once.
They have indeed, and Audio just clearing out some vision here, and I think that's the key difference. Look at the vision scores for OP Nerds right now. Compared to the fact that, you know, there actually have been a lot of wards placed on the side of PMA. But and that is key for spotting out these early ganks. It does feel like Big Boy Dan was able to get off a lot in the last 2 games, and that needs to change if you want PMA to claw back this series.
Yeah, it really does. And Monsey, he sometimes seems to get caught out by the ganks quite a few times, which we saw a little bit on and in his first game as well. So yeah, it does happen sometimes, but that's the nature of top lane. Junglers decide it a lot. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the top lane is such an island where it's very hard for a lot of junglers to really make a lot of plays there when you've got bot lane, which is like, oh, you can get 2 people ahead then. And that's on the other side of the map. But then when that one gank does happen, it can change the whole lane, so...
Yeah,
it really becomes a little bit of a catch-22. Do you gank the lane that doesn't have that much of an impact, but then, like, leaving bot... You know, it's an awkward decision for a lot of junglers, and Onzi, though, has a double advantage looking for something.
Yeah. He's gonna go in on this top side. A beautiful parallel convergence. Spring actually flashing out. Well.
Monty has the
Chrono break
available. I'm surprised he didn't just walk into tower there.
He might still look for this, but yeah, I was surprised at that. But look at this, they're also going to get the Drake here, but actually no, Big Boy Dan is in the area. Lycon has level 6. He's coming down, farm the Ornn. They really want this Drake. Noble trying to get away. Does get away for now. Ornn is blown. They will just defend this Drake. Lordio picking that one up. Is anything else going to happen? The cage should dissuade a lot. And Drake has gone over to PMA.
There we go, finally. PMA looking like they're in the driver's seat. They secured themselves an objective for themselves alongside an extra kill over OP Nerds. It's now whether or not they can start snowballing these advantages that they've been able to secure for themselves. That's the big question. OP Nerds are sure they can do it when they have an advantage, but PMA, they're going to have to do a lot more with a lot less, it feels like. As openers do understand that, you know, they can't really die that much. And they are positioning quite safely in their lanes.
Yeah. I love the Event Horizon, man. I think it's such a cool spell.
It's cool until you get hit by it.
I can agree with that.
My feeling. So it's all great until I accidentally walk into it and I'm like, wow.
Now I'm gonna get one shot by Vega late game.
Wonderful. And that's why the Kaon has the plans there, because it happens so often. It's a very important summon as well to have versus the Veigar. Unfortunately, it does mean that he lacks that kill power that I usually love, taking the Ignite to Syndra and just snowballing through mid lane. That isn't really going to be an option when you have the cleanse. We do remove a lot of the kill power, but you do get an added layer of safety, I guess, so you can really push Regis if you want to.
I'm actually really interested to see where Monsey goes with this. It looks like he'll just opt for the Proto Belt. He did take the Electrocute, so I'm guessing we will go full AP here on this top side. But to be honest, I'd kind of wanted to see one of them more tankier Echoes with the Iceborne Gauntlet, and I hope he still builds that. Parallel Convergence is down though, and they're going to look for something on top side. Orn does try searing charge it away. The unstoppable coming through, but it's too late for Springy Boy. But Lordio is on the top side of the map. Can he survive it long enough? Supreme just one. That'll be the trade up. Monty is going to go for this. He has Chrono Break available. Syndra is also roaming up. The passive speed from the Echo will get him away. Lordio doesn't want to dive the turret, and that should be that 1-for-1.
And there we are, more players of PMA to the play, which if you recall, a few games ago, it was the opposite issue. PMA were just not having enough members around to make plays happen. And now they're willing to remember about the map, and that's so important, so key for keeping them in this series. And that is what you want to see. How about Ludio?
He is going to get caught. The parallel convergence was huge. Oh, Monty.
There we go.
We got the Zenith Blade forward as well. More work going in on this spot lane. A nice dodge with that killer instinct on the Solar Flare. Last, that was absolutely beautiful, but you're still going to get chased down by Big Boy Dan. Are you going to go for more? The Ignite, Gandhi. Absolute genius. That was actually sick. But then Zenith Blade, the knock-up. Oh, Last does get taken down. No, doesn't survive. That was almost so well played by the bot lane of PMA to actually escape that. I thought Last did a brilliant job up until he died, but yeah.
This is just... Well, now, all of a sudden, you know how we were talking about PMA with wants the advantage? And their advantage was only about 300 gold then. And now, as soon as OP Nerds make plays, their gold advantage isn't like a little 300. It's 1.5k.
Yeah. This could be the turning point, Byron. That fight in the bot lane. Oh, but we could have an... No. This is the thing. I always think that something more's going to happen with Bay Gorison. Because he puts down the event Horizon. And then he might W, he might not. It might one-shot her. It's just really hard to anticipate everything.
Yeah, you gotta keep in mind the cleanse is also up for the Syndra right now. So can be a little bit more aggressive, can try and pressure the Liger, but... Right now, Grievous, I mean, this should be a losing matchup for him. The fact that he's managed to stay literally even, like, that's great for him. He's happy to just handshake this lane.
I was actually going to comment on the bot lane, though, because I think that is going to be really huge for OPN now, who are starting to open tailgates on this gold lead now, accelerating it to at least coming up to, 1.3k. They're going to go with it, I reckon. They do have that 300 gold shut down on that Jinx.
Yeah, they do.
And where a lot of the gold is.
I imagine if...
Lordio, get full face checking the... that's a nice Supreme display talent, but it's not going to be enough. Vega actually living with the stopwatch. Sense comes through. We could get some plays here. Leocon getting away from that. Kaiser is around, going in with the killer instinct. Last picks up one, and it should just be a 2-for-1. Can they get any more? But Last is also caught. A double kill for that Jinx. She is up in up. This is the Dormin show, and you are all invited. Triple kill.
And 6-0. Oh, how do they keep doing it?
They got the Jinx.
It feels like there's always someone that's snowballing out of control. Game 1, if like Big Boy Dan was super strong. Game 2, General Grievous on the asphalt, and now a 6-0 Jinx is taking an Infernal Dragon for herself. And oh Jesus, Dormin looks unstoppable.
Yeah, and it's gotta feel really bad for PMA. The fact that they had to ban a lot of... They actually left open Jinx and Xayah this time, so Dormin had equal choice. And I think they were expecting Last to really hold his own down there with Gandhi, but that hasn't been the case. And I think Dormin so far, and Narwhal, I do have to list in there, they both really impressed me.
Yeah, they really have. I think you're looking towards, he's played consistently well over the whole series, and the two candidates are really going to be Dan and Dormin in terms of their impact across the games. It's just astronomical.
You're right. They've been excellent.
Yeah, and really, I mean, PMA, it just feels like that they keep losing grasp of these games and letting one, like, the OPN are doing so well.
Oh, Oh, Unleashed Power isn't going to be enough, and that will be the end of this Syndra. Solar Flare comes down. Unleashed Power wasn't enough, and that's got to feel bad, but there's plays on the top side. The Chrono Break. He goes back. He's going to try and get out. He doesn't have too much mana, but luckily there are minions on the tower. Lordio going forward. He misses the Q. He having to use the Supreme Display Talent to catch him up. Does hit with the second one. Well, we're having more fights on this bot side, and that is not what you want with a 6-no Jinx. Gandhi is going to go down for his troubles on that engage. Big Boy Dan is all over the map yet again, having been taken down a peg in that early game with that first blood. He's helping his bot lane again, and yeah, what more can you say?
Yeah, he really is. And now that's a tower going over. First tower for OP Nerds. That's only going to accelerate the amount of gold on this Jinx now. Point out the gold difference in this bottom lane is 2k between Dormin and Last here. And I imagine that gold lead, as usual with PMA versus OP Nerds, if you're OP Nerds, just going to continue to accelerate. Good use of the Rift Herald there in top lane, knowing that no one's there. Really around, but still.
Oh, yeah. Veigar is coming up, but I think Ornn's, what is it? What is it? The Earthquake? What is it? I keep forgetting what rune this is. You know the one that smacks up towers and it goes, charges down like...
Yeah, Demolish.
Demolish, that's it. Bloody love that rune.
Oh,
I'll tell you that.
Great. It's wonderful.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's definitely with these new tower plating things.
Have you played Tristana top with Demolish?
No.
Oh my god, it is abhorrent. It is.
Well,
I said it again.
I can imagine.
I love that word.
I know you do, but it reminds me of playing something like Yozric, but Veigar is actually caught. Oh no!
Oh no!
Lordio getting blown up by that Veigar.
That's just disrespectful.
And yeah, Primordial Burst does so much damage. Lordio thought he had it. The Solar Flare does miss onto Gandhi, but he does have the Unbreakable Will, and he will look to push the Leona into turret, but it isn't going to be enough. He will go down the Big Boy down here. And now this is the OPN we were expecting at the start of the game, where they're all over the map.
Oh,
I love it.
What do you do about these guys now? They are just destroying.
I don't know.
There is like they're winning top lane, they're winning mid lane, they're winning bot lane, they're
Yeah.
winning jungle. They're just winning everywhere. And PMA, this is the third game now, but they just haven't had an answer.
Yeah, it's been... If you're a PMA fan, I know you're out there, guys. I know you're out there. It's got to be a bit depressing. But if you're an OP Nerds fan, you can be very pleased with how your boys have performed today.
And yeah, now yeah, I mean, OP Nerds, they have shown themselves to be worthy of the champion role. However,
Oh yeah.
important thing to remember is that this game is not over, and I know it feels
Yeah.
like a broken clock, but at the same time,
Oh, Hecarim going in, but a huge... But Lordio's actually gone down for it. The huge Supreme Display Talent isn't gonna... That's a double kill onto Dan, and the onslaught of shadows was just massive there. The Veigar zone in with this glacial build, Byron. You've got to love it.
oh, you absolutely have to. And now another dragon coming up now over the ocean, so not the best dragon to get, but you'll certainly take it. As now 7k gold lead and growing for OP Nerds in this game. They are just dismantling positive mental attitude. And PMA, they look so strong, so solid throughout the whole split, and now in the finals where it all matters, they are simply choking. There's no better word for it. They are choking.
I think they're worse than choking, mate. I think they're gonna need resuscitating. I think they're past it. They're dead. I think...
they have choked. They are on the floor, unconscious.
Yeah, someone's gonna need to do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and I don't know if...
ambulance.
Well, I don't... I was about to say...
position.
I don't know if Looney knows how to do it. And I wouldn't want to imagine that either. No offense to Looney. I love the bloke, but yeah.
Oh, dearie me.
It's not looking good
It's
for them.
gonna
I think
need divine intervention. Some people would say a miracle.
Yeah.
to save this series now for PMA to save their dead gods and rise them back.
Byron, come on.
I'm sorry. I'm going
Yeah.
too deep into the analogy. I'm going too far.
Yeah, I know. You love it, but we're gonna have to stop that. We are just watching people farm though at the moment. But what's more interesting than watching an Ornn try to hit a cannon minion?
That is true. Very.
And then just standing in the bush.
Directed camera.
What is this?
What are they showing?
Yeah.
He's showing Spring just sat in a bush.
I love it. That's my favorite. That's been my favorite moment.
I don't know why he did that.
Showing us where the real gameplay is happening, you know.
Oh yeah.
Can't beat a spectator client. Not only does it freeze often, struggles to catch up, you know, often kicks you out, but also knows where the gameplay is.
It could be in a bit of trouble. Onslaught of Shadows is going to be used to get him out of there. Go on, Byron. Oh.
No, I was just having a rant about spectator client, don't mind me.
You're not a fan of it? I've liked using it actually.
I like using it, but it has too many like problems. Like I have problems with it freezing all the time.
Oh yeah, it could definitely be improved, and I hope that they will in future try to improve it a bit more.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, directed cameras a bit.
When will Spring just get out of this bush? There.
Hey, there we are.
Hey,
He's back.
he's
We've
back.
all wanted that area hitting some minions.
Yeah,
We're joking about it, but the game is quite slowed down actually.
it really has. Yeah.
This is good for PMA because it gives them a chance to regain their composure, get some farm in the carries, get themselves some items. But the item difference is huge. Mid lane, 2 items to 1. Bot lane, 2 items to 1. Like.
And then people don't always call that's a mana moon. They don't always call that like a proper item because it doesn't give you too much until it actually goes into that mana moon, eh? Or whatever it's called. Mirror mana. There we are. But though you could really think of this as Last having one, maybe at least just one and a bit item. Look at how far Dorman is ahead. Absolutely insane. Last.
Uh-oh. Oh,
He's
no!
The end coming through from Last. It's actually insane. They will take Grievous down for it, but Last, he's blown it.
Look how much time he bought though. They were on the Baron that whole time, but they haven't been able to secure it, unfortunately.
He did buy a lot of time, but I don't exactly know what happened there. He walked up, stood in the Veigar cage for a bit, walked into the side.
Died.
He used his heal as well. I think that might have been a disconnect, but there was no pause, so I've no idea.
No, I'll tell you what, does look good. That true damage Kiana skin is still like it's fine.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get it because I don't play Kiana because I'm crap with
How much
assassins.
does it cost? Is it like 20 quid?
Oh, can we stop watching this?
Oh, here we go! Springs in the bush! Yes!
He loves that bush.
Look, he loves that bush, man. I'm telling you. He's back in it. I can see him just chilling in the bush. Oh, Spring in his bot lane bush.
Oh man.
Where are you gonna be? What
Is that your new children's book coming out now? Is it? Yeah.
This is Spring in the tail of the bush.
Yeah.
Spring in the bot lane bush.
It could as well be.
Yeah. It's a great story.
I think he spent more time in that bush than he has anywhere else on the map at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's fun. I mean, the best part about it is that even the fact that he's just spending so much time in the bush, it's just directed camera finds it so important to point out that he's in that bush.
Yeah.
He's like, again, here we go, because that's it to minions.
Oh well, but we do see another dragon. Objectively wise, I swear if we see that again.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Objectively wise. Why did it do that? Why?
It must be like the most interesting thing happening on this right now.
It's in that little state. But yeah, objectively wise, I think OPN have been supreme throughout all 3 games.
Oh man, yeah, Openers have just been superior. I don't think it does it objectively. I mean, objectively is a good way to put it though, because it's just each position has just played better. The team as a whole has played better. Like PMA are just not on the same page. They don't understand what the champions need to do within the game, and it means that they're losing, and they're losing hard. And the fact that PMA are losing this hard, it's just a surprise considering in a week ago you're going back and they were beating Ike.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago now, because we had all that mess around with semis and everything, and the gauntlet. But yeah, I don't know. I've always had a hunch that OP Nerds would pull through, but actually it's now PMA making a big decision here. And this is what we want to see. They are going to get zoned off the Baron. The Veigar Glacials are coming down. That's good. We're seeing some signs of life from this team.
It's a sign of life, but I don't like it because now they've been forced off of the Baron. And so OPNs could just start it up if they really wanted to. Oh, there's a bush. But just say Monzi has started occupying it.
Yeah. But yeah, it is really something. This Baron is going to be very big in the way this game goes. I think it'll go over to OP Nerds. I imagine it will.
Now I want that camera to stay bot lane. I'm loving the bush cam. It's great. Oh, there we go.
Stop it, Byron. I've had enough.
Nothing else is happening on the map though, which, like you said, could in fact be quite good for PMA. Leocon has actually got himself some sort of a farm lead against Veigar, which is actually massive. Dormin is still firing away with those Jinx rockets and bullets and has pulled into a very, very strong state. And I actually think late game might suit OPN with the Veigar and the Jinx. But yeah, if they can get a big team fight off with the Ornn, with the Kiana, with the Syndra, you know, even Gandhi can get some knockups here going. This is the PMA we wanted to see.
Yeah, it really is, and it does feel like they are starting to get some priority. They're getting river control around the Baron. That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
But you look at the gold lead, and I have to say, if the fight does end up breaking out, I still have to favour OP Nerds at this point in the game.
Oh yeah, especially if Jinx is in the fight, unless she gets blown up straight away by the Syndra and Lordio going for the Supreme Display of Talent. Because I think that's the only way they really get back into this game. Their strongest member at the moment being Lordio as well. So I think we want to see some big things from him. And I think he is going to have to become massive in these team fights.
Yeah, he is going to have to indeed. As OP Nerds now getting some river control for themselves, won't be going on that Baron. We'll be looking to possibly bait something.
Yeah, a bait could really work actually here, because you want to. There are the is it True Sight, Far Sight? That's it. Far Sight alteration on the Kai'Sa, but that is the only one available, and they are looking at Baron. Kai'Sa is in the mid lane currently. Are they going to look to turn and bait? Hecarim is there. Dormin is swiping it down. They're going for it. How low have we got here? 5k. TP, they're channeling the TP from Spring. I think they could be going for it. OP Nerds actually back. The Ornn has been called. This could be massive. Dan's going in for the assassination, but he's going to get caught. This could be massive. Lordio is absolutely huge in that backline. Takes down the Jinx. This could be a one fight for the side of PMA.
It could be. It is.
It is a one fight.
It's a 3-4-1 PMA. They finally win a fight in this series convincingly, and it's around such an important objective.
Monty is looking for something to knock up. He has screwed it a little bit there, but Syndra has gotten caught. The Muramana has just come online for Kai'Sa, so we are going to see her really come. I don't think they're going to go for this Baron here. But yeah, really good fight by the side of PMA. Huge by Lordio.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they won the fight. What do they get off of it? Really, like...
Yeah.
It's not much. It's just more time that they're buying for themselves. And it's also a little bit more gold. And that's the important part, is the gold that they're getting now. Kai'Sa on 2.5 items. The upgraded Muramana now, looking fantastic in the Ginsus. Mid lane, now 2.5 items, Ludens Morellos getting themselves probably a Rabadons. Then jungle, now 2.5 items. It feels like PMA are starting to get some of those key item spikes they really need to be successful.
Yeah, you are definitely right. And I think the biggest thing that they actually got from that fight up there was Dormin's 600 gold bounty. I think it had escalated to. It might have been 300, but I think it was 600 by the time he died. So yeah, that's some big gold going over to Lordio now. Who I only hope performs more of these lovely flanks there.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll see what he's able to do, as finally, this series is getting a little bit interesting. 30 minutes into Game 3, bearing in mind, keep this in mind, it is the last possible game for PMA. If they lose this, they're out the tournament, they've lost, OPN
Well, they've
will
come
champions.
second, yeah.
And
Oh,
with the pressure
they're
finally mounting...
going to go for the assassination attempt here. Lordio actually misses. The Supreme Display talent does land, but it's not going to be enough. And it's actually Lordio who... His Damer rotating up, but they do take him down. Was this a misplay by the PMA jungler? The nice headbutt back, but they're going for more. Monsi has channeled the parallel convergence, and they're going in. The Ornhorn is here for the counter engage, and they're going for a bit spring. He does get stunned up. Solar Flare is massive as well. There isn't enough damage. Previous takes down Gandhi, and last he's getting taken down by this Echo. He manages to get away with the Clear Instinct, but this has given them the Baron.
Yeah, hands in there. That is so important for OPN. Now that they have this Baron buff, they can siege so strong, they can split up between the lanes, and I don't think that PMA have the tools to defend it. I think this might be the game over. Oh man. And it was looking close, it was looking so close.
It was,
for
but
PMA.
they go for the pick. Lordio tries to kill Big Boy Dan in his jungle, but the rest of the team were really close to him, and they rotate up. Lordio gets caught, and that means the Baron goes to the side of OPN.
Yeah, it does. And now, seems that the game's reset for now, but look at where they are allocating their players. They've brought General Grievous into the top lane, knowing that he has teleport. It will likely bring Monty down into the bottom lane, and they will try and execute a 1-3-1. You're going to Blue Towers when you've got a Baron buffed 1-3-1 against you.
Yeah, especially with Veigar. Doesn't he do like insane amounts of damage to towers with AP?
Yeah, it's surprising why they buffed AP damage to towers, but they have, and they hit like a truck.
They really do. Like, I've seen Ziggs with a Lichbane try to take them. They've actually put down in this bot lane, and it's not what is actually... Solar Flare, that's a nice Supreme Display talent onto Dormin. Lordio's still alive though, but Jinx is free firing on his backline. That's Guardian Angel blown, that's Lordio's, and he goes down. Jinx is absolutely massive. Spring is coming into this fight. Doesn't hit anyone with it, and all out of Forge Guard. You might need to call a doctor after this one, because he goes right down. And that is the complete ace. I think they can look for the end here. They're going to look for it. GG, well played, coming through from Lordio in the chat. And OPN have the Baron, and they're going to force it, Byron.
And there we go. Your BL, your Valanth League Gold Plat Division champions have been crowned. And despite what the haters say, it is OP nerds who stand before you as your champions. Bow down to them. And they have shown such a dominant performance in this finals. They have picked apart PMA piece by piece, and they deserve every minute of their glory.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely wonderful by the whole squad, each having shining out moments. And you've got to admit, Byron, they pulled out 3 absolute corkers of games against PMA. It was brilliant to watch.
They really have, and there we go. That's your final game of Valanth League for this year. Played out now. Very well played for OP Nerds. They showed up on the day and very strong, and I think they can really leave with their heads held high now. PMA, obviously, commiserations to them, but they did put up a very, very strong performance in the summer split. Second
Yeah.
place is nothing to snuff your nose at. They did a very, very good
No.
job, and I'm hoping that they can come back fighting next split and possibly look for the win. It just felt like there was something missing, crucially, in this match.
Tonight, yeah, there really was. I don't know whether it was because they didn't expect OPN to go hammer and tongs at it. They looked absolutely perfect throughout. I think that was the thing. Maybe they underestimated OPN because I know quite a lot of people have been, and that is why I do say they might be sort of the underdogs because they've come through the gauntlet. OPN, OPN. So yeah, I can definitely see why they'd have that sort of underdog status. Maybe that was it. But yeah, I think they looked amazing, and PMA should still be proud of second.
Yeah, they really, really should be. But of course, we do have our champions, and as is tradition in every VL series, it's time to crown our MVP.
Oh
And
yeah,
there are a lot of candidates. I think every player played very, very well today on Open
yeah.
Neds. I think it felt like every position was outclassed. But you have to pick one. I know my two
Mm.
candidates, but I want to hear yours first. What do you got?
We probably have the same two candidates. Are yours the jungler and an ADC?
They are a jungler and ADC. One's called
Yeah.
Big Boy Dan, the other's called Dorman, and
I know where my vote is gonna go.
I see. It's a tough one for me. I think you can look at Big Boy Dan's KDAs and look at how
Mm.
this could be participation. He was crucial in every single game, uh, forcing plays and making them happen. But I actually think my vote goes for Dorman just because of game two. Whilst he looks
Mm.
at Big Boy Down and General Grievous and they were popping off, Dorman, alongside the war, was playing Tristan Leona into Lucian Braum and left that lane with a CS advantage and not a single death. That's so impressive. Like, more than the
Well,
fact that, and obviously his two Jinx games are also insane. But what you got for us, Chandra? Where's your vote?
funnily enough, I'm on the same boat as you. I think
Yeah.
Dorman, he's been superb throughout. I think he's been the most consistent player in this series. I think I think he accumulated 2 deaths in the entire 3 games. Finished 7 and something, 7 and 1 and 8 and 1 in this game. And I think that Jinx pocket pick is so good. They won the 2v2 as well in that bot lane against Gandhi and Last, who were touted to be one of the best bot lanes in the entire Gold Plat division, maybe even the best bot lane. Last was up there as the player that people thought was one of the best players in the league, and he definitely is. But Dorman and Narwhal were just absolutely brilliant in this bot lane, and that's part of the reason I've got to give it to Dorman here. And my voice is going.
Yeah, I think it's better that we sign off now. Thank you everyone for coming along. It's been a fantastic split of Silver Gold. Of course, thank you for all the casting team. Of course, they
Oh
did a
yeah.
brilliant job. I think the production staff as well, fantastic. The admins for actually keeping the league running, very important job that they have, and so thank you to them. But of course, mainly the viewers coming every day and every week to come and watch VL, come and participate in whatever way you do so. It is thanked. We are grateful for what you've done. So thank you everyone for coming along and watching how this VL split has unfolded. However, we know very much this is not the last split of VL that will ever happen. It will continue next year and maybe for years to come. We don't know.
Oh yeah.
But for now, it's me, Byron, joined with the lovely Jonjo, signing
Thank you.
off. Thank you.
Good night.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you blink